Already, like.
Okay, and we are live in the Longkang. So thank you all for joining in. And then, so my name is John, the most handsome non-martial artist on the face of the planet. And then over here is Jerry. And today our guest, is an actress in the latest Jack Neo local movie, Our Girl Go Army. She's a martial artist and influencer, creating videos on martial arts, lifestyle, and fitness. And she has 3 cats. Please welcome Kelly, Kimberly, Cheong.
Hi guys! Woo! I'm sober today.
You're sober?
I'm sober. Day 2.
So let's talk about your rising stardom.
Okay.
Yeah. How's that going for you? Like, because you've been involved in a lot of things.
This year.
Yeah. Actually, in the previous years also, right?
Really? No.
No.
No. It was just this year where everything went a little bit, ballistic. Like, it feels like a fever dream. Like, honestly, it's like, random, but I have this theory that I died from, like, alcohol poisoning in 2021. Like, the end of 2021, I thought I died from alcohol poisoning. And what I'm experiencing right now, because my life is like, actually good right now, like, and I'm like, this is probably a post-death hallucination. Like when you die, your brain floods with like DMT.
Afterlife.
Yeah, and then it's like so I'm like, maybe I'm dead already, and this is like
I think actually the drinking helps you. The drinking helps. Yeah.
If what?
The drinking helps you
Getting cancer.
like it loosens us up, and it helps with decision making. Some people make better decisions while they are sober.
Correct.
But not all of us do, like, including myself. The genesis of this podcast was made on the drunken night as well.
Yes.
Very
true.
So what's my decision to join Our Girls Go Army?
Is that
It's like 10 shots of vodka in.
So you're still alive, you're still well, and then right now you're living the dream.
That's what a post-death hallucination would tell me.
One of the things just now actually we spoke about before the live stream started. Because I wrote your intro, and then I was going to say, your you do videos on self-defense, and then you quickly corrected me and it's like, no, I don't do videos on self-defense.
Actually, I do, but okay. So self-defense is a legal term. It's not like, okay. Self-defense is after I beat the shit out of you, right? How do I justify to the police and the court on why I did that, and was I reasonable to do that? Martial arts is like the act of beating the shit out of a person in the most tactical manner. So it's like self-defense is too niche. So I would just be like general martial arts.
So in Singapore, is there like are you able to give advice on like specific self-defense tips? If let's say somebody would, nowadays on the MRT, a lot of people just going up into your grill and just like trying to
start some shit,
trying
right?
to start some shit.
Okay, so there are a few things you can carry around to defend yourself. One would be a thermal flask. Do you know what's a thermal flask, right? Yeah, because it's literally like a blunt force weapon. You can bludgeon someone with it.
Yes.
And yes. You could kill someone. You see that?
Yes.
I have one.
Yeah,
of those.
imagine that in your fucking grill, man. Guys gonna do some teeth,
on
man.
the cheekbone.
The cheekbone, temple, the nose and the teeth, like all fly. And then
So that's perfectly okay, right?
I mean, you're carrying a bottle.
Yeah.
It's nothing.
It's just for me to drink out of, right? I'm just a guy trying to get some, like, my thirst is on.
Oh, a torchlight.
I have one.
Torchlight. Okay.
Yeah, a torchlight. He got a torchlight.
Yeah, he has everything in his little Doraemon pouch.
Oh yes, I see. Wait, let me see that. Yes, crenulated bezel, right?
Yeah, it's a
Fuck,
mic
yeah.
core.
So this one you can like blind the person
Okay,
with it.
shit,
Yeah, you
don't
can.
do
You blind them, evade, and then you can start hitting them. Especially with these things. This has like
Yeah.
teeth,
crime.
right?
Yeah.
You hit someone in the face with this.
Yeah, man.
The mom won't love them no more.
This is a good
But
piece
you
of
see, these are okay to carry around because like you have a legitimate reason to carry these around, as compared to a knife. You shank someone, you fail at self-defense by
That's
shanking
true.
somebody. Yeah.
Okay.
So don't carry around a knife.
But then in terms of like the act itself, right? Do you need to wait for somebody to like give you a push first, give you a shove, or is there like, if you feel sufficiently intimidated, then you are okay to just rumble?
Okay, this one depends on country. I'm not so sure about Singapore, but usually like for me lah personally, if somebody like gets on my grill and pushes me, right, I'm punching him straight away.
Yeah.
Because it's like you've wasted your first move by telling me that you want to hurt me by pushing me, which did not do any significant damage. So like it's my turn now. Boom. Yeah.
Okay. Has anything like that happened to you
Yes,
before? Oh, yeah?
quite a few times. Yes.
Really?
Yeah, in Australia. Wait, I'll tell you this story. It happened in Australia. It's
Always
stupid.
Australia, man.
That's all.
Always Australia.
Okay, so I was in Australia, and then like I was like moving to another Airbnb. So I was like, and my girlfriend was across the road because she was cold and she was like underneath like the heater. And then I was taking out the trash because we were moving to a different Airbnb, right? And then there were these 3 homeless guys, right? And this is a case of not like what was I wearing that they did this, right? But I was wearing like fully covered. I mean, it's Australia, man. It's like what,
This in the
-8 degrees?
middle of winter or what? Like,
Yeah, winter. So I was like all covered up, everything. I looked like shit because I just woke up, like like complete ass. And then I was like taking out the trash, be responsible. And then these 3 homeless guys walked to me. One of them just groped my ass.
Oh, shit.
And then he was like, hey, like giving that thumbs up face. Then I just turned around. And I'm like, do you just grope my ass? Do you just touch me? Then he was like, yeah, baby. I just touched you. Then what you gonna do about it? Then I'm like, so you touch me means I can touch you also. Then he was like, touch me all you want, baby. Then I just went on his nuts.
Shit.
Then I just shoved him to the ground, went behind, and I was like asking them, you want some? Because like, like if the other 2 were behind me initially, so I wanted to reposition so they're all in my line of sight. And then I was like, hey, anyone else want some? And then they just
I think they scared
they
already,
didn't,
ah.
they
Yeah,
didn't.
yeah.
Yeah. The guys on the ground.
Most of these type of guys, they are like complete fucking cowards. The moment any resistance is met, right,
Yeah.
they will just drop and they will just turn tail and run.
It probably has never happened to them before.
Yeah. So which part of Australia was this in?
St Kilda's.
St Kilda, Melbourne, is it?
Yeah.
Melbourne,
shit,
okay, yeah. St Kilda. Was that a rough part of town? Because I've never been to.
It is.
I didn't stay in Melbourne.
Okay, so the minute I went there, right, got off the bus off the airport, right, like there was this woman who she looked like emaciated, and she was like holding a fucked up cigarette, and she was like,
Oh,
but I smoked at that time. I used to smoke cigarettes at that time. She's like, excuse me, can I have a lighter?
oh my.
And then I was like, yeah, sure. Then I just like pull one foot back just in case, And then I'm like, yeah, here, have the lighter, Yeah, but it's like it's just scary, That's the first thing I saw when I left the bus. Yeah.
Yeah, Melbourne is a crazy place.
Crazy place.
Yeah. Any other like such stories? Maybe in Singapore is
Singapore
like
have lah. Like maybe later I'll show you a video. But no lah. But I've kicked people in the face before, stuff like that. Like, I don't want to like brag, It's like like.
no, it's okay. Here in the Longkang, right? You heard me right at the start, right? I'm the most handsome non-martial artist on the Facebook. Down here, it's all about bragging. It's all
Okay
about,
lah, but I personally don't feel good like sharing some stories that happen in Singapore that are not like that funny.
Yeah. Maybe also avoid getting yourself into trouble. With the
Yeah.
police.
Yeah, trouble. Yeah.
Self-compassion. Okay. So with your okay, you swore off TikTok, right? Oh no, not completely. You
Okay, let me come clean. Yes, I did. And then I went back on my word, and I don't regret it.
But the video that I saw where you say you're coming back, what you're saying was that okay, I need it for promotional items and I need it to.
That's a lie I told myself.
Oh, is it?
To be honest, actually, okay. What happened was that TikTok, right? It's really not the hate comments. It isn't. So I have like ADHD, like really bad ADHD, and you know how TikTok is? It's like
You just keep scrolling, man.
it gives you that dopamine hit
Yeah.
every time.
Just keep scrolling.
So like last time there was like a point in time where I was like, okay, I'm gonna do like some weights, man. I did like I do like a set, right? And after that I go and sit down to like chill a bit, drink water, then I take out my phone, then I open TikTok, and I'm like 2 hours gone.
And that's your workout.
Fuck me, damn angry. I got a bit flabby, during that period. Then like I realized like, shit, this is ruining my life. Yeah, I cannot really say. Then I was like, okay, I need to leave TikTok. Like I don't care, 300,000 followers, right? This is ruining my life. So I got off TikTok. And after that, like when I go out, apparently my stuff is still there. I mean, I didn't delete my account,
Yeah.
right? But then like people would say like, hey, oh my god, nice to meet you. I love your TikTok. And then I was like, I'm not on TikTok anymore. Then they're like, Aya, why you leave everything? Then I got this enough, right? To the point that I'm like, let's just give the people what they want, right? Yeah, so
Yeah,
I'm just like,
indeed.
fuck it, come back. And then I came back, I went live last night. I'm like, hi guys, I'm back. Yeah, I look slimmer now, I know. Because I take TikTok and I put it in another folder, so it's like extra steps to get there.
So maybe it's just a matter of sometimes you need to come back in. It's like alcohol, right? You need to You get drunk
man.
and
It's
then
not
you,
the same, man.
and then,
I'm
and then
being
you,
called out here.
and then you swear you're never gonna drink again during the hangover the next night. You're just like
shit.
ah.
Wait, you all get hangovers?
Wait,
I
hang
don't
on.
drink.
I don't
I don't drink.
I don't even like get shit hangovers now. But what I do get right is like severe headaches, even if I'm not drunk. That's I'm an old guy lah. This guy is older for sure.
Hey, fuck you.
But I'm getting there. Okay, I'm reaching 40 pretty soon. So right now, even if I drink like Carlsberg or whatever, those like shitty lagers, right? The next morning I'll get a headache.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck.
And this never happened in my youth. I mean, in the past, I'll get hangover.
Wow, just drink the vodka straight,
Yeah.
right?
Now it's my liver can't handle it no more, man.
Yeah, I don't drink at all, so I don't have that kind of problems.
Healthy lifestyle. Yeah.
What do you drink though? Like, what's your favorite?
Just
poison?
vodka.
Just vodka.
Like straight from
Straight
the
vodka.
bottle.
Holy
Like,
shit.
like legitimately with no mixers.
Have you tried any of the other foreign like schnapps variants?
They all taste the same to me. Like,
They all taste the same.
yeah, I think if you drink vodka straight, right, you have like
No taste
problems with your taste.
Okay.
So it remind me of I think because my wife works in advertising, so she used to go on shoots, right? And those shoots where the Russian models are like, they're just early in the morning. Where's the breakfast? Just a bottle of vodka. Potatoes, man. Potatoes.
Yeah, all your nutrients there.
Yeah, all your carbs.
Yeah.
There. Yeah.
Oh, that's where I get all my energy from.
Yeah, pretty
That's where
much,
I get
yeah,
my
it's
energy
carbs.
from.
Okay, so Dan Wong, actually, the guy who was supposed to be here today is Dan Wong. He unfortunately got COVID, so yesterday, and so
COVID's
Jerry.
still a thing now, man?
Yes,
Yeah.
COVID, now it's apparently the Centaurus strain.
What the fuck
Yeah.
is that?
Yeah. So
It's
this shirt is to, just so he's here in spirit, because it's the orange cat in our
He's the orange kid, then you're the what cat?
I'm the big white one,
big white one,
Then-
the grey one.
the grey one.
And I'm the one with the spinning kick.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
The spinning kick looks cool, man.
It's badass. I love it.
Yeah. That was drawn by Melinda. Yeah,
Ooh.
Dan Wong's. No, sorry, this is Eugenia.
No, I know. I'm just saying, ooh. Like, like,
Okay, so Dan Wong is now in the live stream. He's asking, which is your favorite tattoo and what does it mean?
Ooh.
/ why did you get it?
I have too many, man.
Any particular
Yeah.
or is there like
Super
an
memorable one?
or interesting story that you can share with us?
Ooh, okay. There's an interesting story for the spider web one. The one on my elbow.
Okay.
So this type of tattoo, right, is usually associated with like prisons. Okay, so like when people are, when they are incarcerated, the longer they stay there, the bigger the web gets, kind of thing.
Oh, is that the
Yeah.
Is that the significance,
It's-
like the meaning of it?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
it's like you're in prison. It's a prison tattoo, but I did not like go into prison before. I mean, I've been arrested before, but I've not like gone into prison. But the reason why I have this is because like I'm transgender, right?
Yes,
So
yeah,
like when I was born in a prison, in a sense, like
Oh,
you're
okay.
born in a body that is not that you don't resonate with. You don't feel like it, you just feel that dissonance with it. So in a sense, like I'm eternally living in a prison.
Ah,
So like
okay.
that's what it means. Even though it's like some fucking like $80 tattoo,
Oh. If it means something to you.
they got done in like 1 hour or two.
So regarding now that we're on the topic of being trans, there's something that's always like quite curious to me. Do you feel that you are that there's an innate self of femininity or innate self of womanhood that didn't come off when you are in a male body, so called? Like is this something that's like deep within you, a sense of self almost? Is that like how it started?
I would say so. Yes.
say so?
Yeah.
So did you like what was the journey like in terms of coming to terms with eventually knowing that like the body I have and the innate self doesn't match up?
I think because when you're young, right, you don't know all of these terms and
Yeah.
you don't have like, I mean, yeah, you have the internet, but it's like, I'm an idiot with the computer stuff. But yeah, like after I figured out these terms, right, I could then put a word and intellectualize like what I was feeling, which was dysphoria.
Yep.
I was a happy kid for a while, then I became a bit miserable, like realizing this. That like when I grew older, I discovered, so this is what I'm feeling, and then I thought it through, like really thought it through. Some people like they just like fucking on a whim, just like, I want to become like a girl kind of thing.
Or like sometimes it's for attention or for
Yeah, I mean, not to invalidate anyone who had a quick transition, but I'm just saying that there is a possibility that sometimes you really need to think through it. And
I mean, it's a
thought
big
through it.
decision, right? It does take a lot to come to that conclusion, knowing that, hey, there might be this feeling that I have, the inner self and the outer expression is not matched, and it's not immediately clear always that is the case.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So a lot of self-awareness is very important. Like, like when you're a kid, sometimes you just like you watch some anime and then you just see the character and you like relate like fuck yeah, I'm fucking Baki, man, But actually after like 5 years later you're like don't associate myself. So it's like the same thing applies for everything, like, I have to have that self-awareness to know that whether it's a phase, is it not a phase, Yeah.
How long did it take for you to like reach that, like from the point when you first discovered it to the point where you thought, okay, this is probably something that I would like to embark the journey on?
So I really felt that dissonance when I was 6 years old, like single digit age kind of thing. And then like, yeah, but I just couldn't put a finger on it, and I just like naturally behaved a bit more like effeminate, like like fucking go school, secondary school camp, right? Then wear like purposely choose the tightest shirt, then wear FBT shorts one, the curved one, that kind. Then put flower in my hair all, then like kena whacked by the bullies in school. You know who you are. You got rematch or not? Just kidding. I'm sure you're all old and like a bit flabby. But,
Oh yeah.
but yeah, like so I didn't really think much of it. I just kind of just went through it lah, just be myself and just do my thing. And then like after I think when I was like 18, then I figured out like the words to describe what I was feeling. And then I just like, okay, so moving forward, what do I need to do? Okay, hormones. Okay, I need to grow my hair out more. Need to get new clothes kind of thing. Just became like that lah.
Was it a particularly difficult journey within Singapore, like once you decided to do the transition?
During my time, and I know I'm not that old, but I'm just saying during that during that era and now, right, there's a sudden like boom, like increase in tolerance towards like LGBTQ like people, right? So like in my earlier years, no, it was actually quite
been quite hellish lah.
Quite fucked up one.
Actually. You have to actually be on your birth gender on your passport, right?
Yeah.
And then when you travel, you have to like dress down when you can.
No. I still dress like this. And then
really?
I mean my IC and my passport all says Kelly Kimberly Cheong. Then but then it puts like the sex is M. Cause like I mean as the whole internet is so curious about, yes, I still have a fucking massive cock. Okay.
Okay, we never ask. We never ask.
But I am telling them because that's what they want to know. They're always asking me.
Give the people what they want.
Give you what you want. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but we here in the Longkang, we don't care what's between your legs.
Yeah.
We only care that you come on and put on the show for all of us.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, wait, where was I? Sorry, ADHD moment.
Like going overseas.
Going overseas.
Oh yes,
passport,
so it still says M, and then I just look like this, and then I just go there, and then if the person asks me, wait, why your thing say M, you like that? I bapo lah, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, then after that they were, oh okay. Then after that I just like, yeah lah, chill lah. I'm not terrorist or what, right?
Yeah, because I know someone who went overseas for her degree program, and she got a panic attack when she was overseas, so she had to come back, and then when she's coming back to Singapore, she actually had to dress down to a male before the customs. I mean, that was her experience, so she had to do that. Yeah. And
maybe coming back to Singapore.
Yeah,
was it
come back to Singapore,
necessary
yes.
for her? Like, did she have problems?
I don't know, but that was maybe 8 years ago, 9 years ago.
Then maybe back then they might have given her problems.
Yeah, it was 8-9 years ago for sure.
But then again, also, okay, like maybe she's like the super hyper feminine kind, right?
Maybe, yeah.
Like,
maybe.
okay, I feel I look androgynous. Like, I'm not gonna say I'm like a beauty queen or anything, right? Like, I definitely do not look like those like like pinup girls or like Barbie. Yeah. I know I look androgynous, so it's like I could pass off as either a guy or a girl. Like, so I'm just like, fuck no. see lah, you know, that I see. I don't think they'll cause me any problems.
Right. Yeah, maybe she had that problem because she might be a bit more feminine looking. Yeah.
So on that topic, right? Demo is asking, tell us plebs the difference between clock.
Plebs, plebeians.
Yeah. Clock and pass. I know pass, like passing for the other gender. I don't know what is clock.
Okay, so clocked is like the opposite of that, like when you're being noticed. It's like maybe like I'm walking down the street and then like you're giving. Okay, no, maybe you are walking down the street. And let's say you're trans, right? And I give you this look, like. Yeah, that's like you got clocked, man.
What is the significance of the clock? Like what?
No, it's like people notice like, but pokes, yeah. Like,
Okay.
yeah, then like it makes makes trans people uncomfortable, of course.
Do you think like the passing aspect of it, it's also pretty cool? Like, what do you think of the emphasis on passing?
Passing what? Like,
As in, like,
elaborate.
Like what you say just now, right? When if you're clocked, then you get the dirty look.
Yeah.
But if you pass, then
Nobody notices.
Yeah, nobody notices,
Yeah.
right? And there seems to be so in that sense, right, we can say that there is an emphasis on passing, which is you are trying to be as close to the gender as you present.
Yeah.
And that by doing so, then you don't attract unwanted attention. Yeah.
Or potentially danger.
Yeah. So is there something that like what do you feel about that with regarding the emphasis on passing?
I think at the end of the day, it depends on like how you say is passability, like does it contribute to your mental well-being? Like if it does, then like by all means go through any lengths to pass. In fact, I think most of us want to be more passable. Like I would want to be even more passable, but I don't know whether am I passable? I mean,
Absolutely. Yeah.
honestly, you can be honest with me.
The test that I give myself is if I don't think about your pronouns, then and I say the pronoun according to what you wish, then you've passed.
Yeah.
So I passed.
So I instantly will always refer to you as her, like she, her. I don't even think of the male pronouns anymore.
Oh.
Yeah. So typically, like I have to stop and think like, okay, like what's the pronouns? Then so that's like almost certain not passing.
That means
lah.
not passable.
Yeah.
Ah.
So the visual aspect of it is quite important for the rest of us plebeians also lah. Like because I don't experience what you experience. I don't experience what you experience. My internal self is very consistent and congruent with my external
your
expression.
physiology,
Yeah.
right?
So as a result, like all this is definitely taken for granted lor. So certainly it's definitely a brand new world for me also in terms of like trying to figure out all the various terminologies and so on and so forth. But you know,
Some of the slang I don't know also though.
nowadays a lot, right?
Yeah,
It's
I
all
Way
kind
too
of,
many,
like,
man.
yeah.
What's basin?
I don't even know.
What?
Basin.
I have no clue.
Shit, basin. Sheesh.
What the hell was that?
What's that? I don't know. They sheesh. I don't know what that means.
Okay. Demon has another question. Thank
Okay.
you, Demon, for keep on.
Then that's all the questions.
all the questions. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he wanted to be here. So.
Yeah, you wanted to be here.
Sucks to be you, Dan Wong.
Yeah, sucks to be you.
You're not. You stay at home. Nurse your COVID. Okay. So he's asking, do you read Harry Potter? And do you think J.K. Rowling is a TERF? So for those who don't know,
Wow.
TERF is a trans exclusionary radical feminist.
Yes.
Yeah. You can feel free to pass on that question if you think.
Okay, so the thing is I watched one Harry Potter movie.
Yep.
I forgot which one it was.
There's like
I was
there's
drunk.
like 12,000 of them anyway. So
I was
Yeah.
fucking drunk, right? And then halfway I saw like Voldemort and I was like, yeah, Voldemort! Fuck him up, man! I mean, I like the bad guy sometimes, you know, like I root for him. I like, yeah, Voldemort, fuck him up! And then like, after a while, like, Voldemort wasn't there already. I think like it's a different scene and then I fucking passed out because I was on like, I think like, what, 7 cups of gin and tonic?
Oh shit.
wait, where were you when you watched this?
My friend's house.
Oh, okay.
I
It's not
didn't
so
die.
bad.
That makes sense, yeah.
And she woke up and she was like, Kelly, you missed the part where Voldemort, like, you know, did something pretty badass. I'm like, what the fuck, man? Yeah.
But then what about the second part of that question?
Oh,
Like,
is she
you
a
want-
TERF?
Yeah, do you think she's a TERF?
Okay, what did she do that made people call her a TERF?
I think, okay, I'm going to paraphrase and I'm going to like kind of like
in a
truncate
nutshell, in a
yeah,
nutshell, yeah.
nutshell. So she made the assertion that biological women are like in order to qualify as a woman, you need to be a biological woman. Like if you basically like trans women are not biological women.
Which is factual. Like I do not have a pair of ovaries or a vagina yet.
So the
or ever. Right?
I guess the contention here is that for trans people to be included, right, then there needs to be this assertion that you have to call trans women as women. You have to put them all under the same umbrella, under the same blanket, despite the biological differences. So is this something that you agree with or you don't agree?
I'm a bit like one foot in on this because like generally for me like I'm not sure, but like this is a tough question. How do I not offend anybody? No lah. Okay, some people might say that like as long as you pass, you'll be included inside like women. But I think being a woman is more than just your genitals.
Yep.
So it's like you know, like she said, like, oh, you have to be able to have like this and then give birth, right, to be a woman, right? But then like so if I mangled her, you know, her coochie, yeah, let's say I shot it with like a pistol. Wait, can I say that?
Yeah.
I went all blam, right? And then she doesn't have a coochie anymore, but she somehow survived, right? Then she's still a woman because she can't give birth. She can't.
I guess the flip side of that, right? There's the so-called the biological component. Then there's the other side, right, which is the experience of being a woman, which is like from birth they were kind of like going through this whole journey, and that their journey is almost certainly very unique to as opposed to the male's journey, right? Like if I almost certainly cannot be like, yeah, I know what the journey of being a woman is like. So that's like, okay, yeah, please go ahead.
But then again, you both are males, right?
Absolutely.
You can never know what his journey is like either.
Yep.
And you will never know what his is. And same for woman A and woman B. I mean, trans people also have their own journey, but I also can't say like to another trans person like, hey, I know your journey. You know? So I really think it's like gender, like woman, right? There's your biological sex, female and male, right? And then there's your societal perceived, I don't know, gender thingy going on, which is more of a mental thing.
There's a cultural and mental aspect.
Aspect, right? So if let's say in my case, if let's say I were to really go full hyper femme and like not do martial arts and just like, you know, I don't know, I feel I'm going to say something very sexist, but fuck, but like, you know, just like where like extremely feminine, you know, like do like stereotypically feminine hobbies and like play a very stereotypical hyper feminine role in society, right? Then isn't that a woman? In a sense, like,
I guess you could say that there are women who do that. So
but that's what society holds the standard up to.
Correct.
Right?
Yeah. I guess now with feminism and the whole equality movement, right? What we are trying to say is that, okay, you know, you might be born a woman, but then if you want to pursue sports or martial arts, right, then we as society should not be stopping you from that. Yeah. But then if you want to, you know, do knitting and, you know, actually be a mother, stay-home mom and so on and so forth, that's also like a perfectly legit thing to do. So I guess there's a lot of overlaps now, right? And I think trans folks in general, the overlap seems to be a little bit more all-encompassing. Like the circle is definitely a lot wider, and I guess society will need to learn how to deal with that, right? It's definitely not going to be like overnight. We all learn to get along, but definitely there needs to be some back and forth.
But it's like, you know, like now in society, right? Like, do we really need that? What's the word for it? Sorry, I'm having a bit of a brain fog from like alcohol withdrawals.
What were you trying to do?
Is sexual dimorphism really that necessary in this day and age? There are so many kids like who are orphans without parents. Like, we can just adopt. We don't need like to reproduce. anymore.
We
Really,
can have cats.
you have cats. You can have cats. You know what I mean? So it's like why are certain things stereotypically like masculine and certain things stereotypically feminine? Like why can't anyone just do whatever the fuck they want? Like, you know, like you can wear a fucking pink tutu and like play heavy metal.
I absolutely
if
can.
you wanted to. It's like if it makes you happy, you know what I mean? So like yeah, I don't think it's like really like necessary to like assign like, you know, oh, this is a boy's sport, you know, this is a girl's like hobby or something. Why?
Are you comfortable like talking about the recent trans sport issues
Which
in
one?
the US, the like Leah Thompson and the
Oh, I talked about that in a different interview
is it?
already.
Oh.
Yeah, it was difficult and I was not sober. I was like
I think
smashed.
I think I remember like hearing you talk about it, and
Mm.
I think you mentioned that you're not very up to date on like the whole situation.
Yeah, I'm not very up to date, and someone like transgender people in sports is like a very difficult topic to discuss.
Yeah.
Because of like hormones and like bone structure, bone density.
Yeah. And as a martial artist, like you definitely would be on the forefront of this, right? Like you would know for a fact that basically the dimorphism in martial arts, it absolutely exists.
Yeah. It's like if you put like, I don't know, a female work, because I'm biologically male that transition. If you put a woman that's twice as skilled as me, we'll be equally matched.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like, let's say she's like just about my height, right? Like we'll be pretty much equally matched if she's twice as skilled as me in like a fist fight. It's because some things could have been changed, like bone density. Apparently, like having testosterone in your system, and even if you like take hormones and everything, right? It's kind of like, you know, like Captain America, they got the super serum. He doesn't take the serum anymore, but he's still able to like
still
fucking
jacked,
like
yeah.
eat his shield. Like you know what I mean? Yeah. So it's like once it's in you, you can't.
There's a whole host of
remove it.
like biological advantages. So larger lung capacity and yeah, even like tougher skin, you know, things
Thicker
like
skin,
thick-
wider lung, larger hearts to pump more blood.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
and I think actually when
weaker
you,
peripheral vision though.
oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, and I think if you take estrogen, your bones actually become stronger as well, right?
Okay.
Shit, does
No. If you take so the thing is I have to take this thing called aldactone, also known as like spironolactone, that's the scientific name, and progenova, which is like estradiol, estrogen. Yeah, so one of them, the first one, spironolactone, actually suppresses the production of testosterone, and the estrogen just fills in the gaps.
I see.
Yeah, because you know there's no more testosterone, then I'm an empty, like there's nothing
Right,
pretty much
right,
running through.
yeah.
So I need to put in a hormone to prevent my bones from like getting frail.
Okay.
So it's not really like estrogen makes your bones harder, but it's more of like it's to prevent osteoporosis.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Self-medicated.
You learn something new every day.
WebMD baby.
Okay.
That's a joke. Don't take me seriously sometimes.
Okay, Lydia asks, any style of martial art that you have never tried but interested in?
Okay, so recently I started, actually I did Krav Maga when I was 15.
Yep.
Then after that I did judo, wrestling, jiu-jitsu, grappling-y stuff like the, you know, all those like look like very gay on the ground, then hug each other, then suddenly one moment the person say, my arm. Yeah, that kind of stuff. I did Muay Thai for like quite a long time actually. Then at the start of this year I started picking up karate. Yeah, I got 3 stripes already on my white belt.
Nice.
Yeah.
What does the 3 stripe mean?
So if you're a white belt, you need to earn 4 stripes before you get to turn the yellow belt.
Okay.
Yeah, but I just got those 3 like wham on the same
Well,
day.
you do have the necessary skills to back it
From
up
previous
already,
styles, like yeah. But if you're not counting karate, what style would I want to learn? Is it
Yeah.
like what's another style?
Something you're interested in, but you know, haven't tried it.
Wow, this is a tough question. There's so many martial arts in the world.
Yeah,
Like,
that's why.
shit, what would blend very nicely into like my arsenal?
Maybe you can try like historic, like HEMA, the historical Ukraine.
Not really interested in that.
You want to like
Yeah,
beat up people.
she wants to
right?
use fists and not swords.
Maybe taekwondo.
Taekwondo.
As in, actually, technically, I did learn a little bit here and there. Wait, no, actually,
All
maybe
your Muay Thai moves already basically looks like Taekwondo with all the spinning kicks and all.
Oh
that.
yeah.
I mean, it's like definitely will have some marginal difference.
Yeah.
Okay, wait, no,
different.
not taekwondo, not taekwondo. Fuck. I'm going to give myself like 10 seconds to think about it. Boxing.
Okay, so like the proper European style.
Do you know why? Because I'm very good at kicking people already, and by default, if you're good at kicking people, you need to be good at wrestling because yes, you're hitting them with the strongest limb of your body, but you're on one leg. Sometimes you're on no legs, you know, like you're.
Yeah.
So there's a possibility that you can get taken to the ground and it will become a grappling wrestling fight. So by default, you should. If you're a kicker and you don't learn wrestling or grappling, you should. And then so because I just rely on that a lot, right? My hands are like subpar. Like my boxing is subpar. Yeah. So I will learn boxing.
Become the next Floyd Mayweather.
No lah, just mix it into the style lah. Throw in some leg kicks also.
Yeah, so I mean, a lot of the MMA fighters will incorporate striking into their.
Yeah.
But most of the time, the kicking and the ground game is like the main thing that they will.
Actually, I would say that the punching and the ground game is the main thing. Like the kicking, they usually do like leg kicks
Yeah,
to
it's
like
just
wear
to
you down.
Yeah, just to incapacitate the enemy as much as
Yeah.
you can. Or the
Have you
opponent.
ever been kicked in the leg?
Holy
before?
shit.
Leg
When I
kick.
was young,
Like properly like
on the
Muay Thai.
side of the thigh, right? Cannot move after that, man. The whole leg's numb.
It's all bruised up.
Yeah.
Not nice one. The
Yeah.
feeling sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I stopped.
You know, here's the thing, right? Like, Dan Wong, in his infinite wisdom, wanted to do something called Kelly kicks in this segment. Okay.
Do we have the space or not?
Okay. So we don't. Okay. That's the first logistical obstacle. Secondly, right. So what he wants you to do is, just kick us at 10% power. Just kick us at 20% power.
Ooh.
Okay, I'm not actually like concerned about Dan dying now. Okay, like you can kick him to death. That's fine. Okay, like that's. I'll just have to write that off lah. Business expense. Okay?
Yeah.
But you know what I'm
Indemnity
most
form.
worried about? I'm most worried about actually. You might
Things breaking.
Yeah, you might actually accidentally injure yourself in the process.
Yeah.
Why? Is his abs made of steel?
No, definitely not. But
yeah.
he might like squirm some way.
No,
and then
getting kicked is just getting kicked,
I don't know, man.
No,
I cannot have a be the person right who breaks Kimberly's ankle.
Oh, trust me, don't worry. I've broken myself many times, but it was never from kicking somebody.
Okay.
Yeah, but we're still not gonna do it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're not gonna do it.
Just let them.
Just admit you're scared.
Yes, that too.
I'm fucking terrified.
Yeah.
Okay, like,
That too.
we cannot kick anybody. Cannot kick before. You will know that this. It's
being
really
kicked
not-
is not a joke.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's not-
fucking
yeah.
sucks. You know, I got kicked in the face last night.
Shit.
Last night.
Yeah.
What the shit?
During sparring.
Oh, okay.
So this
Oh,
guy
yeah,
is
yeah,
like,
yeah.
he's bigger than me, Japanese dude, right? That he just like freaking we go light first, but then after a while, like, we get into the mood, then we, go a bit harder, yeah? So like we were throwing hands, everything. He used to be a boxer, so every time he come near and he starts doing his boxing shit, I'm like, diamond guard, push away, deep. Then after that, like, he just walked out at me, he fucking like roundhouse kicked me in the head.
Oh my
And
goodness.
everyone like, and then I was like, holy shit. Then I just jump and back trust him. Then after that, like, we continued, right? Then after that, he was like, hey, go man there. It was damn funny.
Couldn't have been fun, I imagine.
But it's fun, yeah. My face still looks fine today. Yeah.
I couldn't tell you got
Yeah,
kicked in the
yeah,
face.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, like, you get hit in the face very often, right? You don't bruise so easily.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
He's like
harden-
heavy,
harden up.
the fella. It's like gravity,
Yeah.
Okay, so
Shit.
my Discord admin Natalie asks, "Hi Kelly, have you tried any local martial art like the different type of silat or silambam?"
Silat. I've not heard of Silambam, but I've heard of Silat.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Malay karate.
Yeah,
in my
basically,
opinion.
yes,
So
yeah.
I really doing karate. But I know they like to do all these like pattern like that, right? Yeah. I ever asked my friend who does Silat last time. I'm like, hey, you all doing all these things? What? Yeah, like you all like channeling some spirit or what inside? Then he's
Channeling
like,
some qigong
then
or
he told me or not. Say lah, that one we world only we pattern. Then the person takut already, don't know. Kenapa? Siapa? Sial, fake. Aku world lah, sial. They just like do all that shit to confuse you, or like to have their hands hit you at a very
Odd angle.
Right.
unexpected angle. They were like, ooh, then the hand maybe here, then their hand over here, then they uppercut you. And that's what he told me. I don't know if it's true or not lah.
confused and then struck.
It's like a performance, but at the same time also to world.
What about like the Chinese style one? The
Chinese style.
Actually, I saw
Tai Chi,
another video of you using the Naginata, right? You were using that ginormous fucking man.
Oh, it's 10 kg.
Yeah,
10
I saw
kg.
it, yeah.
Real blade, first person in Singapore to wield it.
How was
It's
that
the only
like?
piece in Singapore. Huh?
How was that like? Like that thing looked like a fucking beast, bro.
It is a fucking beast. Okay, so I did not know how to use a naginata before this. So what they did was they hooked me up in a studio. They Zoom called this sensei from Costa Rica.
Costa Rica.
Legit. And then they
Costa Rica
Naginata Jutsu Sensei.
Yeah,
Yeah.
What?
So he's just this like dude from Costa Rica, and then he was like teaching me all the basics in 4 hours the night before the performance.
Okay.
Yeah, and I learned it and then I just like figured out, okay, so this how the basics of how you use the naginata. Okay, basic strikes also. Okay, then I was like, okay, now time to add in my spinning shit cause like if you watch all my videos, you know I'm like known for all that spinning shit.
Yes.
So I threw in like stuff like swing, jump, spin, boom, like that, and then just winged it on the day. I have a few shots of sake before that. And nobody died.
Really get into the samurai spirit.
Yeah, they really did my hair like Samurai Jack, you know. And,
Nice.
yeah, wear the Kobudo pants or some shit. I still don't know what pants there are.
Some Japanese pants.
Some
Yeah,
Japanese Aikido, maybe Aikido pants.
Okay.
The Hakama. It's called
It's
Hakama.
called Hakama. Okay.
Okay, that one has another question. This was one of the earlier ones. I skipped it just now. Thailand is on the verge of conquering Singapore, and our only hope of salvation is that you defeat Rock Tang in single combat in a Bucky-ass underground ring. What are some of the strategies you will employ to win?
Grapple.
Actually, what is this?
Hey, I met Rod Tang. He's a very chill guy.
Is there beef between you and him? Sorry.
No, I'm a huge fan of him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why did Demo ask this stupid fucking
Because
question?
he's like fucking powerful.
What
You
is
never
powerful?
watch one championship. They punch him in the face, he goes like,
Oh, yeah,
I-
that guy. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
then he punches himself, and then, he's like-
Yeah. I've seen
and
that.
then like the other person just keeps walking backwards, and he's like, and yeah,
Okay.
they're all scared of him. Yeah, I'm scared. I will be scared, honestly. But if you're talking from a technical standpoint, how I beat someone, that fucking scary, right? Is to grapple the person, because like I mean, based on his previous fights, he lost to he tried an MMA fight once against Demetrius Johnson, and he got choked out. So it's like, at least I know he's not immune to being choked out. He might be immune to being punched in the face and kicked in the head, but like not being choked out, because you still need air to breathe.
Yes.
But he never tapped.
But
He never tapped.
he just out.
He keep pulling until he pass out. Like, that's why. Do you see how scary this man is? Even when
I haven't
he
seen
loses,
it.
he's fucking scary.
I mean, he
So
could potentially die while he's still not tapping out, man.
Yeah, he just he didn't want to tap out, you know. Then they just broke it out because he passed out.
Shit.
Crazy, yeah.
Shit.
The guy wants to send me to my deaths, yeah.
Yeah, that one is.
I'll die.
That's why he should be here so you can kick him.
Yeah.
Who? Yeah, him.
Dan,
Yeah. No,
Dan.
ask Rock Tang to come down
Yeah.
as well.
And kick Dan as well.
No, but I went for a seminar with Rock Tang actually, like some kickboxing seminar. Yeah, he was the one teaching. It was quite fun.
How was that?
I was super starstruck.
Stuff.
Yeah, I let him sweep me. Like, you know, I he was demonstrating a kick, right? So I was like, okay, yes, do it on me. He sweep me, I fall down. I was like, yes,
Got sweat.
bucket list.
Rod Tang swept me off my feet.
Yes,
Yeah.
Rod Tang swept me off my feet.
Wow. Okay. Okay, we have about 15 minutes left. Maybe we just go a little bit into the Amanda Man
Oh, okay.
controversy at the start of the promotion for Agago Army.
Okay.
Right. So the whole thing to me, like from an outside
Okay.
third party spectator, it looked like you didn't want anything to do with it, and you almost had nothing to do with it, because you're not in charge of the naming
Yeah.
and the casting and so on and so forth, right? This is almost entirely, I'm sure, is Jack Neal's decision.
Yeah, I don't call the shots, baby.
Yeah. So then the online community seems to want to make it a
Make it a
thing.
me problem, right?
Yeah, make it a you problem. And I even heard like people go so far as to call you like a LGBTQ traitor. You know, I've seen like such comments.
I'm the like traitor, right? Now you go watch part 2 or not? You know, part 2, your LGBT traitor, you know, on the silver screen punch someone in the face. Bad guy.
Okay.
Slap the neck after that, you know. Never watch, right? Traitor
Yeah. So how like what was your thought process at that time, you know, when all this was happening?
Okay, so like now that everything is over, like the movie's all out already, no one has cinema already, right? It's like most people watch it already lah. Okay, so it's like I from the start, right, I already know that my character is not going to be like a joke. My character is going to be like a hero. Like I already read the whole script. Like I'm gonna like be super badass and cool, and then like, you know, break up fights among my
bunkmates.
squad. What do you call that?
The bunkmates.
Section.
Yeah, the section. Yeah.
Yeah, and then after that, like in the end, it leads up to a point where I have to like fuck up some terrorists. So yeah, I knew that was it, and there was my character is the least funny. There's like nothing funny about Amanda at all. Yeah, so it's like I was like, this don't worry. Like in my heart I was like, it's not gonna be like that, you know. It's not gonna be. I'm not gonna make fun of in this movie. Like sure, the name's a bit questionable, but isn't that a price that you're willing to pay to be like a transgender, like how to represent trans people in a heroic light? Isn't that a small price to pay? Just being called Amanda Man. Like in fact, it could be Amanda Man, like Ip Man.
Yeah,
it could be.
Man,
Right.
Actually, I think that was supposed to be.
Yeah, that was supposed to be the...
Because Man is a proper
ass name, but maybe
yeah.
maybe the Amanda, like there were two men in it a bit. Maybe
a bit on the nose lah, for sure.
A bit lah, yeah. Sure, but yeah lah. It's like it was a small price to pay for that, but in the end, because like people kept making noise about it, I was like, okay, I think I should really talk to like Jack Neo about this. Yeah, there were people giving me a lot of like hate. They were saying, oh, you're a fucking traitor. Then somehow like brought up some weird allegations against me. Like,
did they? What did they say?
Saying that I'm like a narcissistic abuser or like some kind of like psychopath or something. Jeez. That I'm like, what? Like,
they really go off the deep end now. They like have something, you know, like there's nothing to chew on. Then they just like keep on running.
They just. Ooh.
I mean, like I said, as far as I saw it, the whole thing, first of all, is I wouldn't say it's a non-controversy, but at the same time, it's almost, I would say, inconsequential. It's not like such a big deal, to be honest. The names could definitely change.
Everyone has a stupid name in the movie.
Yeah, exactly.
Like one of my friends, her name is Monica Cheong.
Yeah.
I would rather be called Amanda Man than Monica Cheong. You get what I mean? So it's like it ain't that bad, okay? Like it's a small price to pay.
So when you brought it up to Jack Neo and
I said, hey, like you know, this is happening. Then he's like, oh, don't worry, I will like, you know, we can solve this problem very easily. Then I talked to a publicist, and then they said like, Kelly, don't comment anything on this. Just talk about it here, but after that, just like let it like go as water under the bridge.
Okay.
So like then that happened, and then then after it was changed to Amanda Ong. Yeah. Like maybe it's maybe Alex Ong is the egg. I don't know, Tosh Rock, you tell me.
Did the change happen before filming starts or?
No, halfway through. Yeah, but
so then you have to do some reshoots and all.
No. Luckily, right, at the start of the movie, right, don't have me in the uniform with the name.
Oh.
Yeah, it was. I was in the what you call that? I never got army before. I don't know what's that.
PT, is it?
PT kit. Yeah.
Okay. Wow. So and like any like thoughts on like the backlash, like why it all happened, and you know, like why were you such a target?
Okay, I think it's how do you say? Because I feel that I'm one of the people in the trans community, right? That like I mean, okay, based on the interview so far, right? I'm very uncensored. I dare to like, you know, like just like say shit lah. Like I dare to talk shit and get hit.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
As we all witnessed like in this one.
Like, I will talk shit and get hit. Like I will do it. So like, sorry, what's the question again?
How did you feel about the whole thing with you being the target of?
Okay, yeah. So like, I'm pretty sure that me being this way, right? Like I'll make a lot of like fans, and I also made a lot of enemies. It's pretty normal. Like maybe I don't agree fully with like the radical left, like the really far left kind of people, but like I don't agree with the far right people either. It's like, you know, I just want to be like balanced and chill. Like I live my life like a normal person as much as possible, and I try not to like, you know, get involved with politics. And I think me not wanting to be involved in it is like, it's like, you know, that whole like if you're either with us or against us kind of mindset.
Like silence is
Yeah.
violence.
Yes,
Yeah.
silence is violence. That they say that. So like I guess maybe that's why they kind of like.
But then it's, I mean, first thing is like this is your career that you're talking about, and like you say, right, you had the full contextual
understanding. Of the
understanding.
character.
You already, but the problem is you couldn't say it, obviously, right?
Because
you
like
couldn't-
NDA, right?
Yeah, and then you will spoil the movie as well, right? And people get mad about you for that if you did. So, it,
Suffer in silence.
yeah,
lor,
suffer
like
in
that,
silence, yeah. But then there's like, you know, it's a symptom of like the widest problem in society, right? Where people are just like really talking out of their assholes without fully understanding the whole situation,
Yeah.
and then just, you know, coming up with conspiracy theory like you're a narcissist and whatever. Like all this is just really
No, that
apart
word is
from-
thrown around a lot loosely. It's like, oh, you don't agree with me? You don't agree with me? You're a narcissist. You are #toxic, and I need like my, you know, my positivity and my good shanti vibes, and you know, I need to meditate in the corner far away from you. That kind of people. Oh, you need to go therapy. Like it's just thrown around so loosely nowadays.
We did like an episode on LongKangKitties a while back, on this epidemic of self-diagnosed mental illness, and people were like, so people would self-diagnose at first, then now they are diagnosing others based on what they learned on TikTok.
WhatsApp
TikTok is
experts.
the worst place to learn about psychology. You know?
Yeah, it's true.
It's the worst place to learn about anything.
yeah, absolutely.
Unless you're following me, then you learn how to kick ass. You know what I mean?
Oh, we all know you kick ass. Okay. Okay. So this will be the final question before the end of the interview. Okay, this is from Natalie Chan. She asks, tell us about your 3 cats. What are their names and the inspiration behind their names?
Oh
so
my
we
God.
end off on a good LongKangKitty note.
Yeah.
high
with
note,
the 3 kitties. So there's one called Pixie. She's like a bit fluffy, and I have to shave her very often because it's like sheep, you know, the fur goes like sheep. I do not know why she's called Pixie really. And there's one called Alejandro, but I call him Abang
Okay.
because like I just thought it's cute lah. Okay, Abang Alejandro. And he's a slut lah. Like he likes to
He likes to bang.
he likes to go there and lick your feet.
Okay.
Like so he's a little foot fetishist. Like he
Okay.
likes to go there and lick your feet, and like he'll curl up.
Does he bite as well?
No, he'll just lick your feet, and then he'll just like roll on his belly, and
Definitely,
then
is
back
a,
belly
definitely
rubs.
is a fetish.
Yeah,
He's a fetishist,
definitely,
yeah. Just call him Alejandro, you know. Then the last one is called Poppy.
Poppy.
Yeah, I do not have any reason on why I named them what I named them, but Poppy is like very intelligent for a dumb cat.
Okay.
Yeah, like you know they're flat faced, so they're like a bit like, you know, slow and everything.
Like my stance on cats, right, is always they are really fucking low IQ, but we still love them all for it. Like they definitely don't have the high IQ of dogs, lah, for sure.
Yeah, definitely not. But this one quite smart. Like she wants water, she will go to the bowl there and meow and look at me and meow. She'll come to me, meow, then after that she'll run, and then I'll just follow her, and then she'll like go there and then meow at the thingy. So she like I know, like she knows how to verbally
Can
signal to me what
signal
she
lah,
wants.
yeah.
Yeah.
Is
They're very
Alejandro inspired by the Lady Gaga song?
Not really.
Not really, no.
No, but it's an interesting coincidence. Yeah.
Okay. Just a name that you
I
pop into your head.
just was like, you look like a Alejandro to me, you know, like, you know, you look like Alejandro, amigo.
Alright.
I like Mexican food.
Like what? Taco.
Yeah, where's the best Mexican food in Singapore?
Oh
I
yeah.
don't know, Senior Taco. I don't know. They have drinks too.
Okay.
Okay.
Everything is good when you have drinks with you.
True.
Okay, Kelly, can you plug yourself? Tell us where
plug myself.
no.
Oh!
Not in the
Okay.
okay.
not in the orifices.
Yeah.
Just tell the audience like where could they find you on your social
Media,
Okay,
TikTok.
so
whatever.
Instagram is Kelly Kimberly C. Like it's just my name, Kelly Kimberly, with the letter C.
C,
Yeah, which is my surname, Cheong. Yeah. TikTok is Kelly Kimberly Cheong.
Okay. Any upcoming projects? Anything you want to shout out towards?
Some are NDA, but guys, if you want to learn karate, like and not do katas and just like learn how to fight people, join Fight Spur Karate.
Fight spur karate. All right.
Okay.
And I'll see you there at class. And maybe you could kick my ass.
Maybe you could kick
Maybe
their
I
heads.
will.
Yeah, maybe you kick their ass first.
No, but join us, seriously. There's a 1 week free trial.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's-
Sorry, just plugging it out there because, like,
Sure,
I
man.
want to do karate with more people, man.
Just plug whatever, wherever. Okay. Thank you very much, Kimberly.
Thank you for having
Kimberly,
me.
for your time and for your candor. Really had a good time, doing this interview with you. And maybe one day you can come back again and we can talk more. Perhaps.
Sure.
Okay, and with that shall be the end of today's show. Thank you very much for tuning
Thank
in.
you guys for tuning in. Thank
Yeah,
you guys
please.
for having me.
Thanks. Yeah. So please, check out the various social media for Kelly Kimberly and go to the karate class.
Yeah.
And we
Get
shall
your ass kicked.
get your ass kicked. And we shall see you next time.